What if Tanjiro became an upper moon demon? This is part 2, so make sure to click above the screen to check out part 1 first, unless you want to stay and watch this one anyway, that's up to you. Alright, let's get right into this. Now, Nezuko vows to kill Tanjiro, and she begins a really intense training arc. The Hashira probably wouldn't train with her, since no one has awakened the Demon Slayer mark, so they wouldn't even think about training to get it if they don't know it exists. Nezuko trains even harder now, knowing that Mitsuri Kanroji is dead after the Swordsmith village attack. She pushes herself to the limit, with Shinobu backing her up. Nezuko talks to Shinobu about Tanjiro, knowing deep down that if he doesn't come back to his senses, she'll have to be the one to kill him. Now we cut back to Tanjiro, who arrives before Muzan and says, "We killed all the demon slayers at the Swordsmith village, and we destroyed everything, Lord Muzan." Muzan says, "Good," but he already knows what Tanjiro is thinking. He wants to face more Hashira and get stronger for Muzan. Muzan nods and replies, "Very well. Then we'll start sending you after the remaining Hashira." Now we time skip. 6 months later. Nezuko is much stronger now, almost at Hashira level. There have been a lot more demon attacks lately, and she keeps hearing rumors about a red demon with a red sword going around, killing people and eating them. Deep down, she knows it's her brother. The Demon Slayer Corps finally gets a lead on where another upper moon is. This time, they don't repeat the mistake they made with Rengoku fighting Akaza alone. They've learned from the past, so instead of sending just one Hashira, they send multiple. Leading the mission are Shinobu and Sanemi. Their target? The upper 6 demon, Tanjiro. They know his location. Nezuko and Kanao also join the mission, determined to put an end to his rampage. Tanjiro, using his sun breathing, slashes through the store incredibly fast, moving like a blazing fire. Sanemi launches a counterattack, and the two begin clashing fiercely. Meanwhile, Shinobu darts in and out with her poison, looking for an opening. Nezuko, now incredibly fast and nearly Hashira level, keeps up with the fight. She keeps trying to talk Tanjiro back to his senses, but nothing is getting through. Backed into a corner, with the sun rising fast, Tanjiro starts to panic. He tries to get away from the sunlight, but Sanemi and Shinobu block his escape. Nezuko runs toward him, screaming, pleading, "Tanjiro, please come back! You're still in there. I know you are." The sunlight pours over him. They all watch, expecting him to burn alive. His skin starts to smoke. His body shakes. He drops to one knee, groaning in agony. But then it stops. The burning stops. Everyone stares in shock as Tanjiro slowly rises, still in demon form, but completely unaffected by the sun dot. In that silver moment, as Tanjiro fights against the burning sunlight, memories flood back. He remembers Nezuko, his sister, the bond they share. Suddenly, Nezuko runs to him and wraps her arms around him tightly. Her warmth breaks through the darkness inside him. That embrace snaps Tanjiro out of Muzan's control. Tanjiro looks around, confused, and says, "What's happening? Nezuko, are you alright? What's been going on all this time? Mom and Dad, what happened?" Nezuko explains, "There was a demon attack at our house." Tanjiro feels strange, overwhelmed. Why do I feel so powerful? Suddenly, memories flood back. His time as a demon, the battles he fought, the people he killed. Tanjiro kneels down, tears streaming, and whispers, "How am I going to atone for all of this?" Nezuko kneels beside him and says, "It's going to be okay, brother." They bring Tanjiro back to the group, but the Hashira are not happy to see a demon. The Hashira respect the master's word and follow his orders, but none of them like Tanjiro. Even though he's a demon who can withstand sunlight, their trust in him is fragile at best. Now Nezuko finally has her brother back, and they start training together. Tanjiro uses his sun breathing for good this time, aiming to kill every single demon. But Muzan realizes he's lost control over Tanjiro when he survived the sunlight. He knows Tanjiro broke free. Now, Tanjiro can even evade the sun's deadly rays. Muzan, furious and worried, tells the upper moons, "The thing I want is to capture Tanjiro." Now we get to the part where Kagaya Ubuyashiki sacrifices himself to give the demon slayers a fighting chance against Muzan. His selfless act inspires the entire Demon Slayer Corps to unite and push forward, using every ounce of their strength and skill to take down Muzan once and for all. And now they all fall, including Tanjiro. Even though Tanjiro has become one of the strongest demons, the fight is still brutal. This time, Upper Moons 5 and 4 are still alive, making the battle even tougher. On the Hashira side, Mitsuri and Muichiro are already dead, and Rengoku is gone too. But this time, Tengen is still alive to fight alongside the remaining Hashira. Now Tanjiro and Nezuko get dropped into the battle, immediately facing off against Akaza. Let's go over which Hashira are fighting which upper moon in this intense showdown. Upper Moon 1, Kokushibo, will be fighting Gyome Himejima, Obanai Iguro, and Genya. Upper Moon 2 will be fighting Shinobu Kocho, Inosuke Hashibira, and Kanao Tsuyuri, now Upper Moon 5, and Upper Moon 4 will be fighting Giyu Tomioka and Tengen Uzui. These two have the hardest challenge because they're each facing one Upper Moon demons by themselves. Their main goal is to hold out until more demon slayers arrive, and fortunately, they have more strength and strategy on their side. But remember, they also have the support of the underling demon slayers to help them hold their ground. And then we have all the side battles, including Zenitsu versus Kaigaku, the new Upper Moon, 6. Since Mitsuri is dead and Obanai is fighting Upper Moon 1, that leaves only Yushiro to face the battle alone and try to take control of the Infinity Castle. I think she would succeed, but it would be much harder this time, because instead of having the Hashira's support, he only has the underlings of the Demon Slayer Corps, Tanjiro, and Nezuko make quick work of Akaza, then rush to help Giyu and Tengen, who are fighting Upper Moon 4 and Upper Moon 5. Meanwhile, Upper Moon 1, Kokushibo, is battling Jome, Genya, and Obanai, who are fighting even harder than in the original timeline, since they don't have Muichiro's support. And somehow, all of them manage to defeat the Upper Moons. As for Upper Moon 2, the same fate unfolds as in the original timeline. Shinobu dies, and Doma succumbs to her poison. Now, the Hashira have all awakened the Demon Slayer mark, since Tanjiro has it, and is fighting all the Upper Moons using sun breathing. The rest of the Hashira have also gained the mark. They're all using it to fight against Muzan in the final Sunrise Countdown arc in this timeline. The only ones who die in the Infinity Castle are Shinobu and Genya. Defeating Muzan is much easier because Tanjiro is now a demon. He can regenerate limbs and heal quickly. This allows them to fight longer and safely reach the sunrise, where Muzan ultimately dies. In this timeline, Tanjiro never fully becomes a demon because he resists Muzan's control. Instead, they keep him stabilized with the human serum from Tamayo, and eventually, he turns back into a human. Now, after Muzan dies, Obanai dies during the final battle, and those who survive still die before 25 because of the Demon Slayer mark. So basically, the story ends much like the original, only this time, Tanjiro was a demon. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and part 2 of the timeline. Please make sure to like and subscribe. I swear, I spent 3 hours making this script, just please like, subscribe.